It's been a while since I worked on our previous game called Topple. If you are new to this channel, then check out my last video to know more about this game. Okay, you know what? I will just explain. Topple is a 2D game in which your objective is to reach the bottom before your light runs out. There will be lit paddles where you can grab the light and balance yourself by jumping from one paddle to the other by avoiding getting out of the screen. I have been learning Unity for 4 months now, and I have created this game with the help of online tutorial sessions. It's pretty easy to follow the tutorials and make a copy of what they do rather than making one on your own. Making a game from an idea in your mind is a tedious task if you're a beginner. Especially if your game contains some funky physics that you don't have a damn clue how to deal with. So what will you do if you need answers? Of course you would Google it. Like everyone else, I googled everything and it was very helpful that Unity had a very good support system. I had gone through some of the posts in Unity forums to get a basic understanding about the mechanisms of the game in my mind. And the tutorials in Unity Learn Premium created directly by the developers of Unity was also very helpful. Since I'm very bad at coding and a noob in game design, I had to put some extra hard work into making Topple. Topple is not perfect yet and a lot of work is pending, but this game taught me a lot about game development. I think it's better to make really small games on your own rather than following some tutorials for a long time. Making small games that cover different areas of Unity will help you to learn a lot. And it's just easy to make a prototype of a game, but making it production ready is much more difficult. And if you're making games for mobiles, you should look at the optimization part very seriously. Because if you're a beginner, you probably suck at everything. So if the optimization part is bad, then your game won't even start. Then as a break from the development of Topple, I started to develop a new game called Crash Cloud. I have made some progress in the game after our last video, so let's dig into that. You may have noticed in the last video that the graphics of the game were pretty basic. So the graphics guy decided to change everything. He designed a good looking background, another plane and a matching cloud. So I changed those sprites. Now the game looks more clean than before. What the game needed next was a good user interface. So I asked him to design a main menu and I added it to the game. Now the game has a nice looking main menu. Then we decided to add some more features like collecting some gems while dodging through those clouds, and by using that you can buy new planes. So I added a plane selection screen and put some prices to the plane. So these are the planes. There's a total of 7 planes which I have to customize its smoke effects and stuff, and need to add separate sounds for each plane. Since sound design is an important part of a game, we have a guy we call the sound guy who will be working on every audio system in our game. So if you feel the audio is bad, then I have a link to his Instagram page in the description below. You know what to do. I have sent the game to some of my friends and some of them were pretty annoyed by the button controls. They said they were expecting a swipe control instead of these buttons. So I added a swipe control to the game and sent to some other friends for testing. And then they said they liked the old button controls than the swipe control. Since I have to satisfy both kinds of players, I add an option screen where you can select which control you want. So when the game loads for the first time, controls will be left and right buttons. Then if you want to change, then you can go back to the main menu and select options and switch to swipe control. The graphics of these screens are very basic. We'll fix that later. Right now I'm really focusing on implementing new features. And the other feedback was some of them found it's difficult to swipe between those planes in the plane selection screen. So to fix that problem, I added 2 buttons and mapped those swipe controls to those buttons. Now you can swipe and also tap on those buttons to switch between planes. Problem solved. I think this game will be completed in around 3 weeks or so. Some of the pending works are audio system and customization of each plane. And I still have to work on some of the UA systems too. Yeah, I guess it's a lot of work ahead, but it's gonna be totally worth it. I still don't know when I can complete and release Topple. Since it's my first game, there are some mistakes in the way I implemented each system. Need to work on that before continuing development. I'll be documenting everything about my game development journey in this channel, so consider subscribing if you're interested in this kind of stuff. And that's about it. Thanks for watching and I will see you in my next video.